about Ulongo. Yeah. It's your grandfather, ne?
It's my grandfather.
Yeah, it's your grandfather. All right. And Ulo, basically, I was asking my dad yesterday, firstly, who was he? Who was Ulongo? And then eventually, how did we come to decide that we should form, let's say, a group, using him as the centralizing figure? And then also the other thing, Mina, that I thought would have been valuable or would be valuable is, let's take Ora for example. For Ora, the concept of a great-grandmother is foreign completely. Whereas for Mina, for example, I've seen all 5 my great-grandmothers, plus even my mother's mother. So at least on my side, if we speak about a great-grandmother, I know we're not speaking about a myth, but to someone like Bashuba, yes. So then that was something that I think actually we might have taken for granted, because even us at our age, to us Ulongwe is a myth. In fact, when someone asks, we think that Ulongwe is a great grandfather. He's an unknown. Kanti actually he's your grandfather.
He's your roots.
He's my roots. He's my great grandfather.
Yeah.
And he's not far. In other words, from a psychological or psychiatrical perspective, accessing him should not be taboo. Because we are not talking about
an existing thing.
Yes, he's an existing entity. They are still,
and it's your origin.
And it's our origin. Yeah. So, who was your grandfather?
My grandfather was Longwe.
Yeah.
Longwe was a Magwaza tribe.
Yeah.
They originated from Urundi. They existed in the centuries of 18. They migrated from Urundi down to Melmoth. At Melmoth, where they just settled, now currently a living legend, there is a hospital for Magwaza that is led by an Anglican church currently. That hospital was helping and is even helping the people from Nongoma, Mahlabathini, Ulundi, Danny Dalton. Danny Dalton.
Okay, on the microphone.
Danny Dalton, and Dimbeni, Yanguye. They migrated down and they settled down at Mandawe. Mandawe is a small district that is across Mlala's River, down there in the valley. They reared their cattle, their sheep, their goats, and there they planted the millet. They were a very diligent nation. Longwe went to Johannesburg in the early 18th, and there he worked to come back with the money so that he could pay Lobola for my grandmother, my Ngazana. My Ngazana was a princess because her father was a chief, and their destination of Mpungose originated down there from Amandawe, went up to there across Iyamene Yako, and there is a school of the Anglican that is just built there under the leadership of the father of my grandmother. There, so my grandfather paid 20 cattle to Lobola, my grandmother. They got married. They moved up to a place called Ziqwaqweni where we come from. And there, the chief was Mbongose, and my grandfather was given a big area. He had no boys, unfortunately. The boys passed away, and he had 6 daughters. One, the princess was Usumbana, Telis, got married to Telis. And then my mother, Batetile, Tian, this was married to my father. And then Tapsile, Tombel, Gugu's grandmother. And then Beatrice, Auntie Beatrice got married to Mahai. And then she had 5 boys, and they all died. And she also died. She's got no living religion, but we still recognize her. They settled along Mkukuze River. And then from there was also Negiwe. Negiwe got married to down there at Denjana. And there she had no child. And then she was just succeeded by the grandchildren of Biu, the OCI lab. He reared those and made them grow up.
Or they were not her children.
No,
they were her sister's children.
Yes,
and then she took them in.
Yes. And then there she stayed there with her family.
Don't worry about it. You can continue. You can continue.
And then there she just reared those children. All the 5 of her sisters. My mother, Teles, Mahaye, they assisted her to grow those children because there were no employment. My mother and her sisters were not educated. There, it is Ziqwaqweni. My grandfather gave a site to the missionaries. To the missionaries of Norwegian Lutherans to build a church. The church
she gave them land?
Yes, that is called the Lutheran Church. There, he said to the ministers, they must take her daughters, and then, but my grandfather and my grandmother did not repent. My grandfather was wearing beige. My grandmother was wearing a star. They never wore the dresses of the modern women. But all that was there. They had a very lot of cattle. They were very rich. There, when I started opening my eyes, there we could go there. There were more than 100 cattle, more than 100 sheep, more than 100 goats.
Between the two of them,
his
husband and wife?
Yes.
And then you guys as their daughters?
Yes.
Okay.
And then there, my grandfather was able to give each of her daughters 10 cattle to go with it to the place where she was married because he said she doesn't want her children to be poor. He wanted those cattle to feed us. And it happened likewise. And then
so he paid Lobola? Or they paid Lobola, but he still gave them 10 cows and gifts?
Yes.
Okay.
And then he took the Konyanas as his own sons. And so my grandfather said that to our father, I don't want my grandchildren not to go to school. So exactly we went to school there. So the school that was there at Ziqwaqweni only ended at grade 4, that is standard 2. And so we had to move to Anglican school across there, St. Thomas. And from there we were to move to Omondi. Omondi was a combined school from first year to standard 7. And then from there, when we finished standard 7, your parents used to apply to the private colleges. For example, our father applied for us at St. Francis College.
Yeah.
That is at Marion Hill. It's existing up to now.
Okay.
So the children that used to go there are the children of the rich people.
Yeah.
And also our parents were able, because my father was the only son with 2 sisters. So he was forced to go and work at Felixton Sugar Mill at a very early age of 17 years to maintain his home and care for his sisters.
Yeah.
So there he worked and at least to feed us, to buy cattle from the nearby farms, farms, this to add to the cattle that our grandfather gave a year. And so, at our own, especially home,
Yes.
it was myself and we, and the boys were very young, so we had to to take the jobs of the boys. We used to plow and hold the plowing implements, and we used to go to the dipping tank with the boys, and at the same time we used to go to school. The thing that made us to not to feel any pinch, we had a very big place. In there, we used to plant maize.
Let's say, for example,
it
the hills in front of us.
It was a lot of factors. And I said, I'll show you when we go there. And then at least, as we took it, myself and Tandaga's mother, my father at least divided that place to us. So, and then we grew up there. And then the boy that was there was Chele. He was very young. He was 10 years younger than myself.
This is your younger brother.
Okay. He was 1947 and I was 1937.
Okay.
And unfortunately, he didn't like school.
Your mother and father were born when? Your mother and father were born?
My father was born at Eshowe, and my mother was born at Zimbabwe.
In which year? In which year?
My mother was born in December 16, 1918, and my father was born in March 11, 1915.
1915. Okay.
And then there we grew, and then the things that we used to do, we used to fragile the livestock. And about, I cannot count how many chicken were there, because it was even more than 100. And we used to clean the chicken yard there, and then things like these spiders used to come on us, and we used to just get naked there, and then clean every day, and put water and at least me with the cow dung so that the place could be clean. We did not buy meat, because now and again my mother used to take from the fowl run, and my father used to always take from the cattle. Sometimes once a month, once a year, they used to slaughter one cow, and then at 6 months later they used to slaughter a sheep for us. So now,
after that slaughter,
you know what they used to do? They used to take salt, this rough salt, and just sprinkle the beef with it, and hang it outside there under the trees, and then to become like a biltong. And then we used to now and again have food. And then we used to plant rice at my home. We never used to buy rice. We used to plant rice next to the rivers. And then when the rice was ripe, we used to take stones for grinding. And then they grind it like as if you are grinding mills or corn. And then go and eat it outside there. And then we used to put it in. And then so that it doesn't.
So rice ikhula njengommbila.
Ikhula njengamabele. Like rye. Like rye njalo.
Okay.
And so we never had kahanga. We used to plant throughout the year. Like February, we used to plant a lot of beans and take it out. We used to make hundreds of bags. And then we used to sell to the neighboring people. And at least we used to take the beans and exchange in the Roman milling. They were milling at Eshowe.
Yes.
We used to give them beans and they used to give us milling.
Yeah.
And then now and again, we used to take those milling and go and grind it there at the Roman Catholic. Yeah. And then we used to grind some milling rice and milling meat.
Yeah.
When we used to come back, we used to put it in the milling meat in the barrels. You see these barrels for putting beer.
Yeah.
In Zulu. And we had no harm. And then for sugar, my father used to buy from the sugar mill.
Yeah.
And then the bags, black sugar, and then the white sugar. So children never ever tasted white sugar. We used to eat black sugar. When you put
black
it in,
sugar.
Yeah, when you used to put it in the porridge used to go black. Just really brown.
Yeah.
And so we did not buy milk.
Yeah.
So we were milking.
Yeah.
And at least we were very rich, I can say.
Yeah. Because how many cows did your father have?
About 100.
As well. So your grandfather had more than 100.
I think my grandfather had more than 200 to 300.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because we did not suffer, because the ground was there for at least grazing the cattle.
Yeah.
And there was an area for planting.
Yeah.
There was an area for planting water. We did not suffer for the firewood.
Yeah.
Because my grandfather taught my father to rear and plant water and gum tree.
Yeah.
And now and again they used to saw down those old trees, and then we used to make firewood out of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, at least we knew. In summer, there used to be mealies, there used to be everything that is supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And then we did not suffer.
Yeah.
The people that time, they were very good. They were not like rogues like these people like now.
Yeah.
In each village, the people knew those that could not afford.
Yeah.
My father used to take about 2 heifers, 1 bull, and give it to them, so that they can just also have something to go on.
Yeah.
And at least that's how we used to live.
Yeah.
And then now and again, the cattle fold. We know that my father used to stay in the mill for the rest of the year. And then these people that were not working, they used to come and work at home and rebuild our cattle fold.
Yeah.
We did not suffer.
Yeah.
And then they used to come and see to the cattle of ours, like the oxen and things.
Yeah.
We did not suffer so.
Yeah.
So when I grew up, there was my grandmother.
Yes.
My father's
grandfather's
my father's mother.
Yes.
And there was also my father's grandmother.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was Martinez,
Yeah.
coming from that region to
Butilis.
Martinez religion at
Yes.
Mahlabati.
Yes.
And my grandfather was my great grandmother was a very diligent person.
Yeah.
Used to sew the things for the bride, and then my grandmother used to crochet the bridal gowns.
Okay. So maybe Suzanne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they used to bring them.
Yeah.
And so that money we used to put in a box and put it in the cattle fold.
Yeah.
Didn't send to the friend.
Yeah.
Because my father used to think that those people will steal our money.
Yes.
And that's how we generated our resources. Because when they came back from for Christmas holidays, they used to count the money.
Yeah.
And then later on, they started banking the money.
Yeah.
And then we were schooling.
Yeah.
And then when the time was ripe.
Yeah.
We went to St. Francis College.
Yeah.
There, the school fees was only 40 rand a year.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And so we started there, we started there, and then we finished. When we finished there, I went out.
Okay.
And I applied for nursing.
Yes.
So I started nursing in 1956.
Okay.
And then from there, I did not work anything else except nursing.
Yeah.
I studied until I started with psychiatric nursing.
Yeah.
And then I did general nursing.
Yeah.
And midwifery and community health administration and hostel management.
Yeah.
So at the long run there, I worked at a town hill hospital, which is now called Greece.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. And then in 1966,
Yes.
I was promoted to Springfield Indian Sanatorium
Yes.
because there was not a single Indian that was trained.
Yeah.
So we worked there for 5 years.
Yeah.
In 1969, I was promoted to Matadene
Okay.
on promotion as a matron.
Yeah.
So when I had children, I had 3 children:
Yeah.
Tabani,
Yeah.
Zanele, and Suzu.
Yeah.
So my children, my mother used to look after my children, and I used to give money to my mother and just sit with everything that was needed at school with them.
Yeah.
Very fortunately, they schooled at Wamondi. Wamondi was a combined school from sub A to standard 7.
Yeah.
And from there, they went to the local high schools like Bonamuva, and then Caesar and Zanele went to 16 and Matadine, and they got over their matric. From there,
At this point, before Singafika lapho niko, at this point, how many cattle did your father have?
my father
Yeah.
had 3 of us: myself, Thandeka's mother, and Chelege.
Yeah.
And then there were stepchildren,
Yeah.
like Dakula, anyway, yeah. And then there's also another one, Aaron,
Yeah.
also anyway, from
Yeah.
Kanas. And there's also Utozana, Umfanana, also there.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are our stepbrothers.
Yeah.
They are still existing, we know them.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they did not like schools.
Okay. Yeah.
But we are still in contact with them.
And then when you moved to Matadene as a matron, how many cows did your father have at that point?
I think 150.
So he still had a lot of cows by the time you were a
Because
matron.
in fact, I used to money. I never used to give my mother money. I used to give money to my grandmother and my grandfather. And my grandmother and my grandfather used to buy cattle.
Yes, because I was going to ask, why did you give your grandmother and your grandfather money? Because they had 300 cows.
Do you know why?
Yeah.
You know, in my essence of life, when I say, I treasured my own father more than my mother. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I was my father's child. You know it. I used to see.
Yeah.
When my mother used to ask for money, I used to say, go and ask it from my father.
Yeah.
And Baba Mupangazwa Impan.
Yeah.
Mother Futi, I even said to her, said that, hey, you know, ma, if my father did not die, you could not have my money.
Yeah.
I believe so much in my father, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I never thought that my father could do tricks for us.
Yeah.
And fortunately, he did not.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in 1968, my father passed away.
Oh, so this is just before you moved to Matadene.
I was in the verge
Yeah.
of moving to Matadene.
Matadene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my father was buried in a Christmas, before Christmas a day,
Yeah.
during 1968,
Yeah.
December 2020.
Yeah.
And so that's when I thought perhaps now
Yeah.
my home was finished.
Yeah.
But no, I should see that. It's then I noticed that my mother is also a person.
Yeah.
She can just make a fire burn.
Yeah.
So at least you.
This is now Gogom tea. Yeah.
And from there,
Yeah.
I used to go home every weekend.
Yeah.
Because you know that the system of sending money was just by postal order, by register. And I used to send money every month, and I used to give money every week when I came home
Yeah.
for food and all.
Yeah.
And so my children were looked after by my mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I never had, my children had no crash, like there was no crashes.
Yeah.
They wanted to go to first year.
Yeah. Okay.
Fortunately, they liked school.
Yeah.
And like my father wished for us. Yeah, my children were very good. They liked school. They were respecting.
Yeah.
I never had a child that was at fault at school.
Yeah.
And they went away. So Tabani went for teaching.
Yes.
And Zanele went for nursing. And then Caesar went for medicine.
Yes.
From there, Tabani got married to Mabuji.
Yeah.
And they had 4 sons, 1 passed away.
Yeah.
And then outside of their marriage, they had Nkanyezi and Sia. And Sia is now a BK student. He started teaching in November 2023 because he didn't like it. And so now I just said she must move out and start his life here at California.
Yeah.
And Nkanyezi he did human resource at UNIS.
Yeah.
And then because of the problems in unemployment, he went to this correctional service.
Correctional service. Yeah.
He's still there.
Yeah.
And then Kanyezi has got 4 children,
Yeah.
2 boys, 2 girls, not yet married.
Yeah.
And so I've got another eldest grandchild, Zulu.
Yeah.
Zulu is about 37.
Yes.
He's got 3 children.
Yeah.
Manu, Unako, and Ima.
Yes.
That's 3 children. Not yet married. But I want them to get married before I pass on.
Yeah.
And then Caesar has got 7, has got 4, has got now Caesar is not worried because I told him that a child without big problems. So
Yeah.
now my grandchildren, the one that is saying is through e-commerce, and now he's just employed. And then Paul is still from the commercial service university.
Yeah.
And then Bagazi is still battling with his primary school. And now, Usibuze, Manu is still matric. And then Ukanyezi, who are Balito, is still grade 2. And the other one is only 2 years.
Yeah.
So, with the other legends of our heritage, there is also the one aunt of mine that's married to today.
Yes.
Has got at least a daughter that gave birth to 2. So is she's a teacher since retired. She's got only 1 daughter. No, they're staying at Matagana. And Uzalele got married to the tailors. She's got 3 children. And then the Mapa still it's just passed pharmacology. Started working in year 2020. So I think they are doing very well because on the first salary, Umapa bought a washing machine for 8 years. So they've long been washing machines. And so I think now they are just moving for some process. So Caesar is progressing because now with his wife from Bulwane, I think they are doing well because each and everyone they are just holding it together. They are still progressing. And so the one that my auntie of Otombela, that passed away in 2023 at the age of 102 years.
That was the last remaining one.
Eh?
I'm saying that was the last remaining daughters of Ulongo.
Yes.
When did the others pass away?
Passed away year before the last, I think.
Okay, 2022. Yes.
I think
2021.
2018 or so.
How old was she?
She was 98.
98. This is the one that didn't have children. Yes, this is the one that didn't have children, but she took Osia.
No, that one is the one who married her.
Yes.
No, died at 98.
At the age of 98.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's nobody who can
Yes. Because the same as your mom passed away in 2012.
My mother passed away in 1990. I think in 1990. He was born in 1918 and he passed away at the age of 93.
Oh, that's your mother.
When was that?
1993. Oh, she lived until 93 years.
Yeah.
So yes, now in 2012.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Ugogomtino. Yes.
So, Lona Owa Mahai
Yes.
passed away earlier
Yes.
for 5 children.
Okay.
So, it was
Oh, she's the only one that passed away.
yeah.
Yes.
So the one person that lived
And then
Balong
Telezi.
is a Gogobaku.
Gogo Bakumiana, when did she pass away?
I think she passed away in 2022. Joba Baby was
Oh, okay. Alright, yeah.
But as the children of Flong,
Yes.
we clapped together to form a long way
Yes.
generation Stockford.
Yes.
Because we don't want to get lost.
Yes.
That's how we come.
And as well, by the time you are forming Ilongwe Stockford, Longwe's children were there, or at least they passed away between 2010
Yeah.
and 20 in the last 10 years.
Yes,
They
yes.
only passed away 10 years ago.
Yes.
Yes.
Already when it's the Princess Party.
Yes. And then
and the people that are making this Stockford shine,
Yeah.
grandchildren and great grandchildren.
yes. And so back to Ulongwe himself, your grandfather, right? You mentioned that he never converted, so
Yeah,
he kept
yeah.
Ibeshulake,
Yes,
and then
yes.
Ugogo kept,
And she was also still wearing
Yes.
the skin first of all.
Yes.
But
Yes. When did your grandfather pass away?
I think I was 29.
29. So in 1967. So your grandfather passed away, then your dad passed away.
Yes.
Very close.
Yes. And
period
my
of
father
time.
passed away in 1968.
Yes. So your grandfather passed away in 1967,
68.
and then your father passed away the following year.
Yes.
Oh, that was really.
Hey, it was too much for me. Sis.
Yeah.
I
That
didn't
2
know
years.
whether I could just survive.
Yeah. And what then happened to the Aketlan? Because
You know,
Yes.
effect on
yes,
you have no boy,
Yeah.
your treasuries, and with the modern politics,
yes,
the land
Yeah.
was shared unevenly.
yeah,
Yeah, and you find that if at all you've got a lot of possessions,
yeah,
the chiefs just bribe you, especially when you're a woman.
yeah. So
now,
and this
all
is now,
along,
yes.
the grandchildren and myself and the other remaining longer grand generation are
Yes.
putting heads together to try and do things together.
Yeah. So you are saying that effectively what happened, because somewhere when you were born, like apartheid became official policy when you were 10. But at that point, that didn't matter to you.
Yes.
Life could go on. Your
Yes,
grandfather
it did go on.
Your grandfather was looking after you guys.
Yes.
Your father was
And my
building
mother.
himself, and your mother.
And the lower generation.
And then, yes. And
Still,
then,
because we're still planting things.
yes.
They did not take our land on.
Yes.
They left some land for us.
Yes.
And we
then,
also started working and
yes.
contributing to our parents
yes.
every month.
And this is as late as 1968, 1969.
Yes.
Everything was still fine.
Yes.
Everything was still normal.
Yes.
And then when your grandfather passed away, and then shortly after your father passed away,
it was hard.
Immediately then, they started taking advantage of
Yes.
your grandmother and of your mother.
Yes, because there was no grown male.
That could defend you guys
protect
or
us.
say anything.
And then if the children were still young,
Yes.
but we survived.
Yeah. To a point where today we don't have cattle that come from them.
No. You see, now how can we have
Yeah.
to see that there's no space?
Yeah. And this is in a space of 50 years.
And the modern crime is rapid because the
Yeah.
very people that are supposed to protect us
Yeah.
organized theft.
Yeah. Against you guys, and they were
Yes.
just stealing your cattle.
Yes, yes.
The land was divided by then.
Yes.
By
It was quashed.
it was
Not
yeah.
even divided, it was quashed.
Yeah, they just said to you, you
Yeah.
stay in the small.
They took it to the chiefs and donors.
Yeah.
And you were just something that was pushed out.
Yeah, and those chiefs and indunas, let's maybe go back. Ngizwa kuthiwa your grandfather, ne? Is it your grandfather? No, your great grandfather. Why hamba to go and attend the council of the chiefs and
Of the king.
of the king? Not
And the day
not
used to give cattle when
Yes.
the king was getting married.
Yes.
So the king's father did.
Yes.
Baba bahambe sikho.
Yes. Oh, Konje Uzolithini is younger than you.
Eh,
Yes. So it was
born
his
in
father.
1948.
He was
And
born
then-
in 1948.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So you're saying that your great grandfather used to attend the council of Zwelethini's
Yes,
father.
my great grandfather.
Yes.
Umlongo was
Yes.
also a chief of the Mabwaza. And
Yes.
he used to bring inkomo njalo laphaya. But
Yes.
the king is being fed by the
Yes, by the nation. Yes. Okay. And that is then where your grandfather learned from to build such a huge cattle, cow collection. Yes. And then in terms of characteristics, how smart was your grandfather?
My grandfather was very smart. You could not say that he was not educated.
Yeah.
You know the customs and the laws. He
Yes.
kept it tight.
Yeah.
And he was very good at keeping a supervision of the other schools.
Yeah. Okay. And in terms of personality, how was he? Was he a friendly person? Was he a
was a very
strict
quiet
person?
The person
He was a quiet person.
The person was a ghost of my grandmother.
Yeah.
My own grandmother used to go, ahambe angithi emakhaya wena
Yeah.
ayophuza utshwala laphaya sale thina no-grandfather.
Oh.
Hayi bo, I'm telling you, no-grandfather thina angithi iy'nkomo zazigcwele ney'mbuzi
Yeah. Yeah.
athi sixosha amadoda sihlaba amadoda amabili
Yeah.
sipheke la sipheka amadololo.
Umkhulu apheke.
Akekho ugogo yophuza utshwala.
Yeah.
Phela he can't just say she's a princess.
Okay. Okay.
Ebuya-ke
Yes.
angithi siyamuza ugogo uyahlabelela athi namu ugogo uyahlabelela.
Yes.
Zonke izinto lafethu ugogo afike-ke laphana
Also, you still treated her like a princess,
Yes.
even when she was, I would say, delinquent or semi-delinquent. Yes.
Nobody could control her.
Yes. Okay.
But he was respecting my grandfather.
Yeah.
That's how.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is why you see that the Mtiani family, the Mela family, the Mahaya family, the Bengu family, the Kulu family, the Telezi family.
Yes.
We are so tight. We are told not to throw away one another.
Yes. So let me understand. If I meet a Buthelezi now in July, I am actually supposed to treat them like my sister.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Especially if they tell you they come from Eshowe.
They come from Eshowe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are one.
We are one. Okay. And then,
as you see now, we meet Cecilia.
Yes.
But sweet Cecilia is our own.
Yes. Cecilia is Ugogolo that left now with
Cecilia lo hambe manje ya.
Yes. Yes.
Abithi ingane ya kuboba.
Yes.
Ezalwa first born yakho.
Yes. Okay. And then your father's personality compared to your grandfather? Your father's personality compared to your grandfather, was your father also quiet and calm?
Oh, my mother was she was a very, very meek person.
Your father?
Yeah, he was generous. And he was listening.
Yeah. So it means given Walong, the males are very reserved.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ufuze me.
And then when Ofuze and Yanawafuze Ugogo. Yeah, Ugogo the princess. Yes. Yes. But Nobustrenya as well.
My mother.
Yes, Nobustrenya as well. I mean, you are very proud women.
Yeah.
Yes, and is that coming then from your royal grandmother? Yeah.
You don't survive, you don't succumb.
Yes.
You fight for your rights.
Yes.
And you work for your children.
Yes.
For your success. You don't just go about when you're jealous and do about.
Yes. Okay. From that, then, no, I'm saying from that, if you were then to advise me to take a wife, you would say, looking at what has worked in our family, I would need a strong wife.
Do you know what?
Yes.
You must look what has worked in the Mokhailas
Yes.
and in the Mutianas.
Yes.
And survey.
Yes.
Because you find that in both families in Mutiana and the Mokhailas,
Yes.
you find that perhaps your grandfather was a little bit cheeky, but
Yes.
your grandmother was sarcastic to respect and do the things back.
Yes.
And you look this side,
Yes.
put a babunjan.
Yes.
You mustn't take with the Russian. If you go and take a child from a tavern, what do you expect?
I will leave it to the child.
No,
Yeah,
you
she
should
will
remember
go back.
tavern. You go back to the.
Yeah. But my great-grandmother was also like that. I can't fault now this poor child.
You don't know. You know
Yes.
that great-grandmother
Mother.
was like that. You know, but he knew what he is married to her.
To a good man.
Yeah.
Yes. And she herself was royalty.
Yeah.
So she knew that.
And you know, before she goes to drink, then
Yes.
is cooked. She has done everything at home,
Yeah.
and then everything is right. You know that before sunset, I must be home.
Yes.
So you see when I say there is nobody perfect on earth except God,
Yes.
and you mustn't think that you take a wife to throw it by a neck and say, do this.
Yeah.
You yourself.
Yeah.
You mustn't look much at the good every time. You must look at the time when you rest.
Yes.
And you see that how did you come out.
Yeah.
And then in there, all the time, when there's a mistake, you start,
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't do it, nothing happens.
And observe.
Yeah.
And
And love your
time.
children.
Yeah.
And don't say to your children, you're like your mother.
Yeah. Why not? What if they are like their mother?
When I would. When I would.
Yeah. Okay. And then there's an interesting period, Gogo, in your career where apparently you went to London and you worked in London. When was that?
It was after I retired. You know, when I was 49,
Yes.
we invested a bulletin called Nursing News.
Yes.
And there used to be advertised, I'm opposite from age 39 to 49.
Yes.
If you want to go to overseas, from 49 to 59 if you want to go overseas.
Yes.
It's from 59 to 69.
Yes.
So now I took the post that says 69.
Okay, this is now when
After you
this is
retired.
after you've retired
Yeah.
at 69.
Yeah.
You
after,
went
after 27, 2017. No,
after
after
1997.
19, yeah.
So in 1997, you're now at the age of 60.
60,
1997. So that is
when I was 64.
that is 60. 97
Yeah.
is.
In
No,
fact,
you were born in 1938, right?
Yeah.
And
No.
in 1967, you were 59. I mean, in 1997, you were 59.
Yeah.
And you decided to
then
take
I
to
was
go.
going to be above 60. I
Yes.
was afraid.
Yes. Or you
You
were
see, it's
free.
like the thing that made me to be so late at home.
Yes.
I used to think, and then in nursing there, you
Yes.
find it on the books,
Yes.
like a basic manual,
Yes.
manual of nursing,
Yes.
all these, all were written from England and America.
Yes.
So I wanted to go and see why.
Why?
Why?
Okay. Yes. And
And
when
another
you
thing
got
that
there-
made me to go there,
Yeah.
I wanted to see, when I do my own thinking,
Yeah.
I used to see the gold is being dug here.
Yes.
And the gold is just sent to Western countries.
Yes.
And then it is polished. When it comes back, we buy it with a lot of rent.
Yes.
Those are the things.
And at this point, you had seen your grandfather and your father's wealth
Yes.
taken away.
Yes.
So now you were properly now a retired nurse.
Yes, so I wanted to
Meaning
see
that-
for my grandchildren and my great-grand.
You wanted to go see where did
Why?
Okay, why?
But up to now, I've never seen it.
Yeah. What did you find when you got to England? So when you got to England, where did you stay? How did you work?
When I went to England,
Yeah. Babaga Kanyeziwa Wagula.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
lived in the contract for 5 years.
Yes.
So in England, there's nobody who says well done. You work yourself to pieces, they don't care about you.
Okay. But they pay you. Do they pay you well?
There's not much paying well in England, honestly.
Yeah.
Because if you compare,
Yeah. And
they
this is in
pay you well, and
1997.
then
Yes.
there's no competition like you see in South Africa.
Yes.
I'm making an economist say that
Yes.
the immigrants
Yes.
treated as what.
Yes.
There's no such in England.
Yes.
Pay as an Indian bona fide. And life is expensive.
Yes.
Food, transport.
Yes.
So you can't say that that paying much.
So you don't have any fond memories of England? England was, you were a slave in England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes you find that in the morning when I was taking a report,
Yes.
they will say that you don't feel. I said, I feel bad.
Yes.
You know the English want to
Yeah.
squeeze your toes and you say, smile.
Yes.
I can't smile, I'm not happy.
But you chose to go there. Why were you not happy?
Eh?
You chose to go there. Why were you
No,
not happy?
you know, if you say if you want to prove a thing,
Yes.
go and feel it yourself. Feel it within.
Yes.
Stop hearing from people here and there.
Yes. Okay. So this is 97. waya, wasebenza, and then there, what was your post? Were you a matron
I
there?
was, I was a supervisor there. Yeah.
Okay, in what field now?
It is in a mental psychology, mental hospital. Because
Okay.
you find that the English people,
Yes.
as they grow, they become very rich. And
Yes.
the English lack very much in
Yeah, so they like alcohol.
Yeah.
All right.
And you
So
find
they were
that-
like your grandmother.
And you find that now when they are there,
Yeah.
their children
Yes.
are what? They are not interested
In school. Yes.
but they know that they are rich. You
Yes.
cannot believe me that there are all of people of your age who are
Yes.
doing like this. I say, Abu, what
Yeah.
are you doing?
Yeah.
They say, no, you are not educated.
Yeah.
And then I say, why? But because our parents are rich, which are rubbish. Do you know where I come from?
Yeah.
The cleaner is matric. What do you think I'm not going to respect you? Huh?
Yes. Oh, so they didn't even have matric.
Huh?
This is 1997.
Huh?
Yes. But they feel superior.
They feel like God. As long as they are an English born.
You're born. Yeah.
And you don't think that those children are to see at school
Yeah.
if you just page others a standard one.
Yeah. Yeah.
ngiyakutshela mina ngangifuna ukubona those futhi kwangisiza mina wena and there was an Indian pharmacist eyayikhona la edrobheni
Yes.
naye yayizohamba ngithi yayizoya e-America ngiyabuza kuma wayo ukuthi why did you
Sawubona futhi I'm gonna tap ne. Lana gogo. Lana kuzoba i-waterfall. All of this is over a beach front. So kuzo aqua mall that goes all the way. The ocean is that side there. So kuzoba khona a mall and a beach front here that goes all the way. Ilandela this river because this river feeds into the ocean just after this green place here. Just after this green mountain over here is the ocean. So you're walking in Elwandle and you'll be able to see all of that.
It's going to be very beautiful.
Yeah.
Too.
I mean, actually, that's why it's even important to actually have these conversations and understandings because, you know, it becomes very easy, not even going far, as the child kasizwe, to not even understand, hey, but will I ever be able to achieve that? And not understanding,
which is possible.
yes, understanding, no, it's very possible because number one, you've got the brains, but number two, because you are investing in real things. Yes, and as well, even if whatever a system comes in that is oppressive or that tries to rob you of what you can do or who you think you are, at least if you know yourself, that system won't define you.
If you trust yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Lokhu uye ukuthi overseas ku-crowded lapha ubona nje akho nto enhle nje akho zindlu akhona.
They in England they don't have such. So ingakho mhlawumbe bezalana.
Hawu. England ihluphekile.
Iyona le indlu le kuthiwa it's worth angazi inkomo ezingakanani. But this whole area here.
Lapha sekuphelile.
Yebo. And it's all one estate, one big estate. My gogo, into Sabuzane, what then would be your wish for a long? Is Fiso Sako for a long in Avan when it is said and done? Yes.
Unity. And vision.
Yeah. And what is that vision?
Vision when plan A fails, they must opt for plan B.
Yeah.
If plan B fails, opt for plan C.
Yeah.
Angeke zontathu sifike.
Yeah.
Babe ne-logic thinking.
Yeah. And as well, when you say plan A, plan B, plan C, let's say for example your grandfather lived plan A.
Yeah.
And that was a very good plan that has been able to sustain I mean his great grandkids. And then plan B, your father, who as well worked so hard and was able to look after his grandkids.
Outside wasebenza khona la South Africa.
Yes.
With what he has.
Yes.
Ukuthi aphakamise thina.
Yes.
Nathi sasebenza khona la South Africa.
Yes.
Ukuthi
yes, and that we can even say relatively that's plan C because when the West had happened to us, apartheid had happened to us,
and we survived it.
And you survived it, but you survived it so well that your son
physical.
Yes.
Psychosocial.
Because to your point, I mean, nice survivor so well that actually your son is able to do this and show it to your grandkids who will also
been a hatred.
Yes, that's the other important thing. He's doing it joyfully. He's not doing it out of spite. He's not doing it to prove a point or anger, which was the spirit of your grandfather.
Retaliation.
Yeah.
Challenge.
Yeah. And that ability, for example, so people will speak about, I mean, he'll be living with white people, whatnot. Would you say it's forgiveness on your part? Or would you say it was really that strong sense of who you are that was able to accommodate life setbacks without changing who you are?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not even necessarily forgiveness as if it had changed you. No, it had not changed you. It had failed to achieve simply because you were strong. Yeah, it just showed you that life can also be this bad. Human beings can be this. Yes. Niyazibona gogo ukuthi ziba njani maseziphelile.
Hey.
Anting bathroom gogo.
Is it right?
Is that right?
Natural art.
Yeah, natural art. Yeah. All right. She's very happy. Noma kuthiwa kuzoba mall that goes all the way to the ocean. Yay!
ukwazi ukhompera impilo yaseyigqaqweni,
Yeah.
ukwazi ukhompera impilo yasemadadeni,
Yeah.
ukwazi ukhompera kahle,
Yeah.
ubone ukuthi yawe a-achieve.
Yeah. Because the other thing that I was telling my dad is that every time we see these estates, whatever, I always ask myself, for example, njengamanje esehlathini, Basai developer, it always gives me the resolve ukuthi it means even nami imashashani can one day look like this. Yeah.
Noma ingathi exactly kodwa
But
more or less.
Even with the same, the road, the clean cut roses, as you say, natural art, bonakala ukuthi,
There's progress.
There's progress.
There's something acquired.
Yeah.
Alokhu ngizwe ukuthi udeveloper ilanda.
Document quickly as
Okay.
All right. Let me take this.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking, do you not think?
Hey.
Because I was saying, do you not think that your grandfather, if he were alive, or even your father, and they had not taken your land, your cattle, whatever, you would have been part of people that develop such?
Definitely. Angithi basinisha knowledge okokuqala.
Yeah.
Kodwa the little that we have, we strived.
Yeah. Let me go into the office then your trolley pen flat incwadi yakhona. Gogo? Hayi, savukile lapha. But I think she's just trying to manage that bangathathi isikhathi. Sure. Yeah, these are some of the things that, when people say, why do you have such resolve or whatever, you say to yourself that, no. It's not even resolve. Ngayibona, or ngazwela, at least from my grandmother, mega sure, these are things that they know, that they've seen, that they've lived. Hello. Yeah. Ngisabuka even these uthi. Yeah. It's still so good, yeah.
Right, I get about where we were. It's just only this piece. This side 640.
Yeah.
So our units are here. The other 4 are gonna be here. The other 3 are gonna be here. It was that ditch.
Yeah.
Here, I think up here, that is where we turned.
Yeah.
For, where the security.
Yes.
This complex is going to be the retirement apparently village. Okay. Yeah. So when we get out of here, we're gonna go here to the freight camp. Yeah. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this side, this side is called the lakes. They're gonna allow the water. This is a river that we were seeing. Yeah. These are gonna come, and then around here is gonna be that waterfront. Yeah. Where we are now, just for orientation. So this is the N2. Okay. Yeah. This is the main road into Balito, and then we went in here. I think we are here. Where is the office? I'll tell you just now. Sometimes I'm able to trace it from here. Go up.
Okay. Do you not drive over this river?
This little pond.
So the gate. The gate was here.
Exactly. Yeah. Just to orientate. Yeah. So when you ask how big it is, so compare them. We're here. Yeah. This whole thing. Yeah. Because this one is the one that is towards the sea. It's called coastal. It's almost fully developed now.
Actually, I was having very interesting conversation. Just let me just say as a parody, whatever. Yeah. Umhlaba kaLongwe wawungakanani relative to this.
Huge. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Maybe wrong. Actually, when we were driving,
when you say more, you mean more than this?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Not. I thought you were gonna say what just this hill over here.
No. You remember the main road?
Yeah.
Just to orientate you.
Yeah.
You remember the main road, and then that road you take to the right.
Yeah.
Go to Boasi.
Yes.
Okay. I go around the one.
Yes.
As you drive up that road, okay, halfway before we are Boasi, from somewhere Actually, I think you drive maybe for about, let me say, maybe a kilometer.
Yeah.
It starts there, all the way to overseas, all the way down the valley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Walong fella.
Yes.
And then your brother, study Walong, who is our great grandmother who came from the royal family and
Yes.
the Moses.
Yes.
Would start from there all the way to stretching up, all the way towards Mpangeni.
Oh.
Yes, you're talking serious tracts of land.
So this is in J. This is just
This would be their grazing fields.
no, because when my not great grand, because we are not too long is my grandfather. But my grandfather had some 350 cows, and my father had 150 to 200 cows.
Yeah, that's how they could. Yeah, why? Because for them, the cows were really the wealth of the
Yeah.
Also, do you have some water? Please, we can have some. Do you want some?
I think also.
We have four if you don't mind.
Yes.
Just leave that up.
Waza.
Thank you very much. And then I'm coming tomorrow. Can we have one portion? Oh, thank you very much. Do you have the prices for the stairs? Or you don't have them? Okay, because we're very interested. I see that towards the waterfront there, they've done. Are you familiar with that? Is it? Yeah. I mean, the things around, where you see it's going to be a waterfront. Already they are subdividing. I'm sure they are coming at a very generous. Okay, thank you very much. Stephanie?
Papa.
Okay, can you take some of the people? They are two.
Okay.
Yeah, then they are one at home away, but two.
And then taking.
If you. I also had to
the states.
Yeah, it said yes one, so
That's one. All right.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No, I mean actually, even as you say, kwa Gavusia, ne, I see the Tatali.
Yeah. It's going to be the boulevard of some sort. Going to be the restaurants here in whatever, together with those penthouses that at top of it is going to be 300 million.
Yeah.
You see other sides showing the teams. The one on the team, as in Balito.
Yeah.
That IPR, black roof, and then there's timber that goes around and whatever. Yeah. And then they're going to have state-of-the-art sports facilities that are there. And,
It's not these, no?
Okay, when you're at home,
Yeah.
for some of the other pictures.
Yeah. No, Kasho Hore, you know, I mean, for example, Lore Habusia is just that Eshowe area, for example. Ne?
Yeah.
In other words, now it's a cognitive dissonance, but it's a, like as I was talking, no gogo. In my head, Hore, when you are saying that, you are saying no. Out of the 6 children that he had, just one of them had that area.
Yeah,
as you say,
the other one, Kokwabotu.
Yes.
As we are descending down there, from there, close to the main road that goes to Eshowe, then that was her piece of land.
Yeah.
So that Umani on the other side now, in the land, Koko, Mamkulu.
Yeah.
Okay, when she got married, Mamkulu
Live there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but when your house gonna be here. Yeah. And her land was going down to the river, that other side. Yeah. No, that's
Okay.
Let's know about
it.
Okay,
All right. All right.
I guess now we are just driving back to Logan.
To Richards Bay. All right. No, it's fine.
Right,
Very.
okay, sure. So is about 1 hour. We are Richards Bay.
Okay.
We won't be speeding. Petrol
Like one. Okay. All right. I mean, Ulo. What was just showing me. I'll show you on the pictures.
Okay.
But the whole estate, Zenzangakhona. So ngiyambuza uthi, okay, relative to your great grandfather, how big then was his land? And then it, this is nothing. Everything that you see here is nothing. Ati, for example, Eshowe la kade besikhona, ati that was just for Sia's grandmother by herself. And then for the other grandmother, Kwatsu, you'll have to go to the other place and go all the way to the main road.
To the river.
To the river, yes. Ati umhlaba kaMkhulu, yes, kaKhokho, was enough to go from there in Eshowe all the way to Empangeni.
Yeah.
Ati what they have here was just this grazing land alone. And that is just in 50 years, because it's from shortly before the late Tabani was born, and then to now. In that period, that's how quickly they divided it, broke it down, spread it,
destroy.
Yeah, in your lifetime, basically. So in your lifetime, you will have seen your grandfather's wealth, your father's wealth, your own wealth, and now your son's wealth
expiring.
Yeah, expiring. Yeah. And is that where psychiatry comes in? Is it psychiatry, or is that a gift from God, Nje, that we have got
given by God?
Yeah. Because so I must because also I'm trying to think, as you're saying, everyone in general, for example, you're on your way to 100.
Yeah.
Right?
Working
just
hard.
The same way. Yes, working hard. Meaning that it means with a long life, but also with a resilience but also with a cheerful spirit to actually manifest and to create our wealth. Singaphela amandla. Futhi singapheli either hope or And that's what you're saying. Essentially, you would want even to be the legacy then. Which one? I can even remove this one. So you are saying in that regard that, you know, out of everything, you know, forget the cows, forget the houses, forget the cars.
And keep on.
The one thing that you can say, if ever Ingani Galongwe wants to complain that maybe life is tough or unfair or whatever, it must be when they have no sense of hope, not when they see.
Loko angithi it will take time ifuni imali yamalawyer ihlangane abribe wamalawyer kube yini.
Yes.
It's not a step.
Yes.
Emotive yabo ukusiqeda amandla.
Yeah, emotive yabo ukusiqeda amandla.
Singapheli amandla.
Yes. And you are saying that if that is something that a child born tomorrow, next week, next year, 5 years, 10 years from now, the best thing that we can give them is that gift of saying to them
and
that
hope.
Ungaphela amandla. First of all, this is who you are. Keep on keeping on. Yeah. And in that keeping on, we can also show them that this is what we have once achieved, this is what we have once lost, this is what we have achieved again, this is what we've lost, this is what we've achieved again. But what made us achieve that was, first of all, our sense of optimism and keeping on striving. Yeah. And what does it mean in psychiatrical terms? What in psychiatry? What does it mean to give up?
Give up is to phela amandla.
Yeah.
When you fall down.
Yeah. What happens?
Once you wenza njalo, you get into depression.
Yes.
Ngaba angithi ufuna stop straight.
Yes.
You can't think now.
Yeah. Is that what makes the gift of hope the best gift that we can ever preserve?
Yes.
Because everything else can be replaced. Because everything else can be replaced, but once you reach that stop sign, it becomes difficult to bring you back.
Yeah. Into progress.
Yeah. And how do we then bring back people that are there? So let's say someone in our lineage has given up. They have accepted that honor. They are finished. They are just waiting. Yeah. How do we uplift that person once they are at that level?
We give him encouragement.
Yeah.
And we support him.
Yeah.
And we tell him that those went up to there and they had knowledge. When I've got a lot of knowledge, they've got things to hold on.
Yeah.
Queen of England waze wafe entshontshe ilizwe lakuba zangayeke.
Yeah. Konje she went on the throne in around 1948. 1948. By then you were already 20. So you had already seen, you had already started working. Yeah.
I think she was 14.
Yeah, I think so. So she was 17, yeah. She was oh yes, yeah. She was younger than you.
Yeah, because she was a baby.
Yes. And that one, how does it play a role now? Because we understand the politics. Ne? The reign of Elizabeth.
The reign of Elizabeth,
yeah.
Angeke ubone ukuthi usiza ngaza reign esenu 80.
Yeah.
Wayebele ukufihla amahlaza abazingane zakhe.
Yeah. So umkhulu wayesebenza ukwenzani?
It was just a general labor.
It was just a general labor. And then ubaba wakhe?
Ubaba wakhe esebenza agriculture.
Yeah.
Umhlabathi.
Yeah. Ngisho umkhulu wakho?
Umkhulu wami.
Yes.
Umkhulu wami phela eyilento eyinduna yenkosi.
Wayeyinduna yenkosi. Okay. And then ukhokho wakho?
Ukhokho wami wayelima amasimu.
Wayelima amasimu?
No man.
Yeah. And even them, they used to then go and see the king.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you did say that Ukoko that you lived with was the maternal one, right? Yes. Yes. Yeah, now you lived with her for a long time. Elokhu isizana nomkhulu. Njengoba yena bekayithandela i-life of royalty. Yeah. And Yana, what was she like? So you said she was a seamstress, right? And she would your coco.
The
she, yes.
She was a spring dye.
She was a?
Spring dye.
What's a spring dye?
A chicken thing.
Yeah.
A creative.
Why feisty?
My phone and your phone.
Yeah. Yebo ninjani? Yaphela wena. Bengicela full tank 95. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let me just confirm there which is the right food. Again, confirm which is 95. I 95 here. All right. So she was feisty. So all the ladies from your Coco to your Mkul, your Gogo. Oh. Hello, Papa. Yeah. Okay. Get 95, I get it. All right. Oh. Like yeah. Oh yeah. No, actually. Yeah, good no choice. Yeah. All right. No, sure. You were saying Gogo they've just been feisty all the way. And only one of them was, but even her, it's because she was a princess, not that big.
No, because she wanted things to happen.
Or because she wanted things to happen. Yeah. And then all of you nifuzile from there.
Kodwa sifuze creative.
Nifuze creative. And then her mother and father, you never got to your grandmother, that is. Your grandmother, her mother and father, you never got to meet them and spend time with them or anything?
No, the time was too short.
The time was too short, Yeah. This period, let's say Ashaka, a period like Ashaka. But even there, apartheid, I mean, was official in 1948, but it took some 20 years for you guys to finally start experiencing it. So numkhulu experiencing era kaShaka, there was nothing really that had manifested.
They used to go and bahambise inkomo lapho uShaka mabesayokuba izinto.
Yeah. Oh, Shaka himself. Yeah. So this was ukhokho wakho and umkhulu wakho. That bebahambisa inkomo bazisa kuShaka.
Bezisa kuSenzangakhona.
kuSenzangakhona. Okay.
uShaka used to go for the battles.
Yes.
So bela ekhaya emakhosini, life must go on.
Yes. Okay. And then while life is going on, the people that were making life go on, umkhulu wakho nokhokho wakho. During Shaka's life. Yeah. Okay. I think I want to actually have let me just ask Baba to come here, but I want to actually discuss that period, or at least that.
Yabo.
Yeah, I mean, now I've got a quarter, and that's from Victoria to Richard's Eyes. Well, relatively, yes. Yebo gogo, so uthi umkhulu wakho wayisa inkomo to uSenzangakhona. So ngaleso sikhathi uSenzangakhona wasekhona.
Wayesekhona phela.
Bese uShaka yena
kude se old.
All right.
Engasaparticipate in
yeah.
It's aged.
No, but Ushaka, didn't Ushaka come after uSenzangakhona?
Ngithi ubaba wakhe.
Yes, ubaba wakhe. Also uSenzangakhona was now old, and then Ushaka, that's when why youth during the time Gakho. Yes.
So that he didn't stay much with the father.
Who's that? Ushaka. Senzangakhona. Yes. So historically then now when they put the dates by Nzangati Ushaka, it's from a long time ago. But
Ushaka ula kuma 17 what.
Yes. No, kwa 1828. Yeah. So it means then after Ushaka, there was a lot of quick succession of kings, such that by the time
there was a fight because uSenzangakhona ngathi wayenamadodana amaningi.
Yeah.
That's why they had to kill Ushaka.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And they killed him when he was still young.
Yeah.
Yeah. In other words, relatively young.
Too strong.
Yeah. Marian Hill, how was it as a school? Marian Hill,
yeah.
You said it was
St. Francis
College. Yeah. How was it as a school?
Private college, Maroon.
Yeah. And you enjoyed yourself there. I hear what you Maga Gogo Tokyo also went there.
Oh, no, you were gone. Angithi mina ulo engimaze ngahamba ngetrunk lakhe omunye umfana wakhona eMachana wakwambathi.
Yeah. Wakwabu Tokyo by
by the residents.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Angithi kugogo kathiwe uyisiphiwo unesi.
Ugogo Tokyo. Yeah.
Angithi umkhulu kaTokyo ulanti umfundisi.
Yeah, umkhulu kaTokyo. Oh, okay. So he was
umkhulu kaTokyo sasifunda naye eMarian Hill.
Okay, uye lona afunda naye. Nina manifunda then
angithi sasifunda thina high school.
Yes.
Yena efunda college lapho efundela ukuthisha.
Yeah.
After that wahamba ufundile
minister. Oh, okay, and then that's where you went into nursing.
Angithi umkhulu kaTokyo waye wakamthembu.
Okay. Yeah. Abomthembu bona bobani in this abomthembu as in
amagwala lawa aqhamuka. Ayengena la ku theology nje.
Olongwe bona bebangasiwa amagwala.
Bona ndaba olongwe nomkhonto ngoba babekelwa nje.
Yeah.
Babengafundile. Bangamsebenzi walo.
Yeah. And then now, by the time then siba nalezinto ezibizwa ithakazelo nani, where do they come from? What are they? How do they originate?
Angithi ithakazelo lezi amagama ey'ngane zakho nje ubusefe, umhogo, yabona.
Yes. And then let's say now if I meet another Zulu person in Pretoria, ne? And then he says, yeah, and I say to him, for example, mina ngumthiyani, and then ethi hawo ezondo. Ethi ezondo, zondo, yes.
Sokhulu.
Yes, sokhulu. Yes.
Into eyodwa livuno.
Yebo, usuke ekhuluma ngobani?
Ukhuluma ngamalento, ngama-descendants amakhosi akwamthiyani.
Yeah. surname is because he had daughters.
I'm sure you have that.
Hello, Baba. Yebo. Okay. Yeah. Alright, sure. We're saying so. Okay, so Ulongwe and his misfortune was that he had daughters, and as a result, it's difficult to then say, you know, itakazelo zakhe, because yeah, yes, yes, and because he never had sons, his clan never got to continue. So now when they say Ozondo so cool, babiza ibongo bagiti, so kwa ukokomti, the husband. All right. Which means ukokomti then married well. It means that she was able to choose a husband that could follow in the footsteps of her father. Yeah. Does that then create that precedent then, like to is that then why they say umakoti wako muzi? Because umuzi, it's not getting built by the patriarch, it's actually getting built by the woman. Yeah, and they persevere. Yeah. How would then umakoti break umuzi? Is it possible? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Basuke ngani? And then logo akha. Yeah. Yeah. And then is that then where Zulu women are better, or who is better at that? Who is better at that then?
You know, the person who is better is the person that you love.
Yeah.
And the person that will persevere problems.
Yeah. Yeah. But she must be a builder, because if she's not a builder, even if I love her, she will take and go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then between
hatred.